It's me, Mario! Hello!
Dear Mario, please come to the castle. I have baked a cake for you. Yours truly, Princess Toadstool. Peach.
Hello and welcome to a new Let's Play with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So yes, I am skipping ahead to the 3D Mario games here, and for good reason. Because I actually really do like this game, maybe not as much as Banjo Kazooie, but yes, for two reasons. Firstly, this was the first game I ever played, first Mario game at least, to feature Charles Martinet as Mario. Keep in mind that just a few weeks, maybe about a week ago, Charles Martinet pretty much retired from the role of playing Mario. And so I kind of wanted to cover the first game I heard him in, shall we say, as Mario, namely Super Mario 64. So yeah. And yes, this game was revolutionary anyway back in 1996, 1997 for being A, the first 3D Mario game, and B, quite a trendsetter for many 3D games of its time. So yeah. The main thing with this game is, like before, Bowser has pretty much taken over, in this case, Peach's castle. So yeah, and in that case we have to go to each of the levels in order to stop him, sort of. In order to do so, we have to get each of the power stars. And they can be done in any order in the stages, so long, well, almost. This is probably, I consider, the easiest one. What you have to do is just brown pound the Chain Chomp's peg and pretty much set it loose, and you'll be able to get the thing there. Seriously. Never mind how many things might get maimed by the Chain Chomp, but yeah. Anyway, yeah, let's actually go to the actual first level, Big Bob-omb on the summit. These pink Bob-ombs are Bob-omb buddies, and will not explode, but they will help you instead. So yeah, there are multiple number of collectibles. Thankfully, this game being released 3 years before, dare I say, Donkey Kong 64. It doesn't go too heavy with the collectibles, and most of them are optional, which is great, to be honest. Revisiting this game, and yes, I am playing the Nintendo Switch version, given that I do no longer have A Nintendo 64, and B, the games are available and a lot easier to play, dare I say, with the Joy-Cons than they are with the N64, the original N64 controller. Seriously, that thing has not aged well in my opinion, even though I do love the N64. But that being said, the main things to watch out for when going up towards King Bob-omb are these giant rolling balls, seriously, which are actually giant sprites. And I took the shortcut up to King Bob-omb. Yeah. So basically, to actually beat King Bob-omb, what you have to do is go behind him and throw him. Now, you can't throw him off the ledge because he considers that cheating. So yes, that's basically it. However, he can throw you if you get into the wrong position with Mario here. So yeah, so you press the B button to pick him up, which honestly can be quite tough, even with the better controls afforded to you by the Switch or the Wii U. Actually, the Wii U version has that. what's weird is that the Nintendo Switch also has access to the PAL version, where some of Mario's grunts are slightly lower pitched, actually. Seriously. So yeah. Namely his whoo-hoo when he does his second jump. We'll get to that, but yes. King Bob is defeated, and for that we get our Power Star. These are pretty much the equivalent of the golden bananas or in Donkey Kong 64 or the Jiggies in Banjo Kazooie. So yeah, though we do not get many, well, the coins themselves, do they serve any other purpose? Well, yes they do, and we'll get to that. So yeah, for the most part I will be spending this video, I think, in Bob-omb Battlefield, the first level in the game. I won't be going for all of the stars at once, however. I'll say that now, simply because some of the challenges are just too hard for me. Seriously. I also now have 3 stars, and yeah, that ominous music, man, that plays with Bowser's evil laugh. Yeah, that is something that scared me as a kid, or at least as a teenager. Probably would have been, I think, about 1997. I would have been 13 years old when this came out. So yeah. This slide level is actually a secret level, and there are multiple secret stars in the thing in the castle, done for various different tasks, so to speak. And yes, Mario can turn himself into a literal toboggan here. Seriously, and in this case it works pretty well. Not in the other slide level that I'll get to I think in this episode, I'm not sure. Also, there are 2 hidden stars you can collect. Both for getting a different time here, but I didn't get the second one. So, never mind. I am not going for all the stars, even though getting a certain number of stars will allow you to get on top of the castle and meet Yoshi. How blocky he is in this game, given that, but yeah. So, on to the next level. Well, actually, no, I'm going back to Bob-omb Battlefield here, and let's see what we have. Okay, foot race with Koopa the Quick. And yes, Koopa the Quick, as if you can't tell, is a Koopa who enjoys running. Yep. So basically, in this case, you cannot cheat against him, basically. So you have to win fair and square. No teleports, and there are some teleports up on the hill where we were going up towards King Bob-omb there. Be mindful of the chain chomp. He can hurt you if you're in the wrong position. Other than that, Mario's other signature move in this game is his triple jump, the first game to actually do this. So yeah, mash the A button in everything, and Mario can actually cover quite a bit of ground. Seriously. You can also, that sliding move is a favourite of mine as well, by pressing the B button in midair. So yeah. And that is where the teleport is, by the way, that little alcove there. It will teleport you up. However, Koopa the Quick does not like that, so we're going to have to do this fair and square, I'm afraid. No shortcuts, Mario. Unless I was doing this on an emulator, I suppose, but no, I'm not even going to go there. So at the very end is, like many of the classic 2D Mario games, I can't even think now, goal, basically. Sadly, we will have to wait for Koopa the Quick to make his way up here. He does move very quickly, though, hence his name, so yeah. Well, at least we didn't get a superstar, or try using a teleport, because you don't like that. Anyway, there's our next Power Star. Yeah, you can get them fairly quickly, actually. Especially early on, but that's a given with these 2D platformers. No, 3D platformers, sorry. So yeah, so shall I go back? I don't know if I will go back here. Yes. And yes, I am aware of Super Mario 64 DS. It is not available on the Switch. It was on the EU, the Wii U, sorry, what am I saying? on the Wii U until, of course, Nintendo shut it down, I think, last year on the eShop, sadly. Anyway, speaking to one of the Bob-ombs, they will allow you to use their cannons, basically. So yes, and there are multiple cannons, which is good for this mission. Shoot to the island in the sky. And more on that later, because there is another mission involving said island that requires a power-up that we do not yet have, but we will get a bit later. So yeah, so this one has a shooting in the sky, and yes, it is funny hearing Mario go wah! Or whatever. I cannot do it myself. Not any justice anyway, not as great as Charles Martinet does in this game, or in multiple other Mario games, to be honest. So yeah, I swear whoever succeeds Charles Martinet for Super Mario Bros. Wonder has big shoes to fill. That's what I'll say here. Anyway, that being said, that's that. Yeah, it's inside a box. Or a block, should I say. Strangely enough, there aren't that many power-ups for Mario in this game. No fire flowers or anything like that. You'll have to wait until, I'd say, at least Super Mario Galaxy for that one. So that being said, this opens the door to our first ice level. There are two actually in the game. So yes, indeed. Cool mountain, and this one has our second, dare I say, sliding level. So yeah. So that being said, let's go down here and go for a bit of a run or slide. This one's a bit harder if you're trying to keep Mario steady. I am not going to turn him into a toboggan here. There is a secret way to go through that path of coins there, but this one is fine. You don't have to worry about losing it too much here. It's later on when we face a certain type of animal, shall we say. I'm not going to say any more than that. That bit with the ice blocks, that's going to be hard to get past. I'm surprised I was able to keep Mario still there. At the very end, once you get to the end of the slide, you'll get another power star. Very nice. So with that done, I will see you on the next one where we get a few more power stars, I dare say. Yeah, that's basically the game, but yeah, this is one of my favorites anyway. So I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!